They all knew and kept quiet. For almost 6 months now, American celebrities have been regularly attending interrogations in the case of rapper and producer P. Diddy, who is accused of human trafficking, violence, racketeering, and murder. He committed the most heinous crimes at so-called white parties, where the entire Hollywood elite gathered behind closed doors, and many guests didn't just know about the crimes, they were accomplices. The investigation hasn't revealed the names of P. Diddy's accomplices yet, but it is known that over 120 victims have filed complaints against the producer and his famous friends. Internet users are wondering which of the star regulars at the white parties will turn out to be criminals, and most importantly, why the rest of the Hollywood Hills residents turned a blind eye for so long and didn't report it. After all, in the USA, it is not customary to remain silent even about minor offenses, and local laws protect informants and guarantee them complete anonymity.
This kind of culture is particularly common in big corporations. An employee might report issues, perhaps some fraudulent activities or instances of abuse. Actually, this is usually encouraged. The employee reports it to HR or another appropriate department, and quite often a lawsuit will follow soon after that.
In America, these informants are often called whistleblowers, which is quite different from shameful terms like snitch or rat. It's practically a synonym for an active citizen. Wouldn't you agree? Ideally, yes, a democratic society should work that way. But in reality, people often blow the whistle for revenge, whether it's for personal gain or just to be mean, which is unfortunate.
Consider Edward Snowden, the ex-CIA employee. He acted as an informant, driven by good intentions. He exposed CIA secrets, revealing alleged spying on citizens and privacy violations. A controversial move, to say the least.
It's true that American justice isn't the only system that relies on informants. Actually, this practice predates the United States by a long shot. Historical sources show that humanity was already writing denunciations way back at the very dawn of civilization, believe it or not.
They were known in Egypt, ancient Rome, Greece, and even in China, specifically during the Han Dynasty. Although anonymous tips weren't exactly encouraged openly. But you see, emperors always feared losing their power, didn't they? Rulers often do, so they unofficially welcome tips, especially those about, say, tax evaders and other wrongdoers.
Indeed, some of the money confiscated from offenders was actually given to informants as a reward, which really encouraged them to snitch even more, you see. The rulers of ancient Rome used a very similar tactic, except informing back then could land a person in jail, or even get them executed, believe it or not. Rewards for anonymous tips were stopped and reports decreased significantly, but using complaints for settling scores continued. Everything changed when Emperor Constantine introduced the death penalty for slander. In Venice, complaint boxes were specifically for grievances against public officials. Can you believe it? These snitch mailboxes were quite unique, actually. They had distinctive locks. They had lion heads, so the locals cleverly called them Bocca del Leone, which translates to lion's mouth. Russian Tsars weren't above using informants either, especially if they knew about a brewing plot. Alexei Mikhailovich created the Department of Secret Affairs, Russia's first secret service, requiring informants to knock on the office windows. In the end, he was able to get them out of the window at night, earning them the nickname knockers.
It's complicated. How do we distinguish a simple snitch from someone who genuinely wants to help society? Are they an informant or just a tattletale? It all depends on the motive. Do you want to improve the country, city, or world? Or do you want to harm someone, the country, city, world, or a person?
The British often explain this by saying, you can't ignore lawlessness. Confronting someone directly is rude and unsafe, though not everyone can hold back and wait patiently until the police arrive. It's true. Last summer, people were reporting violations so fast they were practically snitching on people before the ban was even officially announced. Remember that summer drought? Many cities had to restrict watering gardens and lawns. On the very first day of the ban, a lot of Brits didn't even know about it yet. But their more proactive neighbors? Oh, they had already reported any offenders to the authorities.
Well, it's the first day of the hosepipe ban here in Hampshire, and I can't believe our neighbors are still out there watering their gardens.
Oh, and just so you know, the fine for breaking any of these rules was roughly 130,000 rubles, which is quite a lot. So remember, ignorance of the rules is definitely no excuse, alright?